We left you off last time talking about the Coffeezilla call out on Whistling Diesel. Whistling Diesel replied, and then Coffeezilla here is breaking down the reply by Whistling Diesel, and it is the Whistling Diesel career durability test number 2.
Whistling Ego crashed out on me, and we're going to take a look at his response video, which is called Coffeezilla Durability Test number 1. Now, if I had to summarize it, it's 39 minutes. Basically, it went something like this.
Coffee didn't include any proof of Alex scamming anyone. It isn't including proof of anything. Does not include the proof. We don't have proof of any of that. Again, I'm waiting for the proof without showing the facts and proof of it. Let's not include any of the proof. Coffee didn't include proof of anything.
That's right. Cody was not impressed with my evidence, with my arguments. And to that, I have to say, well, yeah, that's because you didn't listen to any of them. Cody strategically avoids the last third of the video. He just cuts it off right before I start explaining the background and history of Alex, Rocket 21, the various sketchy things he was doing before he got brought onto WhistlinDiesel's platform. But instead of talking about that, here is the exact moment he would have started watching it, and here's what he says.
Okay. We're gonna wrap it up really soon because I know I'm beating a dead horse with him not fact-checking his video.
Oh, isn't that convenient? Right when you're about to get to the part of my video you don't like, that's a little inconvenient for you, you go, oh, well, we sure proved it, guys. We don't want to beat a dead horse. I sure showed him.
We're going to wrap it up really soon because I know I'm beating a dead horse.
Literally, did you think you were going to get away with this? So yeah, of course you didn't think I had any.
He for sure thought, I mean, I do think that there's a bit of just lack of knowledge, ignorance by Whistling Diesel here, just on the whole platform of like brokers and stuff and finances. He admits a lot of like, I don't know what a broker is. I don't know what this means. Right. And then he's then talking authoritatively to Coffeezilla, who calls out people specifically about those things. And then he, in the same video where he's saying he's not proving anything, admits that he knows nothing about said things. So even if the proof was there, right, I don't imagine he would know much about it. Just doesn't seem good from that perspective.
Yeah, but also in his defense, he got 66% of the way through Coffeezilla's video. That is technically a passing grade, right? 66%.
Depends. I think in like modern high school, that's a C plus or something now.
Right. That's like a modern 3.5 GPA right there.
Honor roll student.
That's pretty good.
Or evidence when you just skip the parts that you don't like of the video. It's so strange. Instead, we just get 39 minutes of Whistling Diesel basically trying to say he's not a scammer. I mean, you can see from he changed the title. It's now called YouTuber Calls Me a Scammer, but embarrasses himself instead. But I never did call you a scammer. That wasn't the point of the video. The point of the video was, why are you bringing on this Forex day trader when Forex day trading is a terrible idea and the guy has a super sketchy history of sending people, including minors, to offshore brokerages that'll probably take all their money. He also owned Rocket 21, a prop firm where they made more money the more the traders lost. But instead of just accepting that, this whole video is like, hey, I'm not a scammer. Coffeezilla's implying that I'm a scammer, although he admits that I never call him that.
Understand, he might not directly be calling me a scammer, but he has directly called almost everyone he's made a video on a scammer, and some of them have actually been legally pursued. So the fact that I'm implicated in this, right, the fact that I'm the subject of his video, I'm the thumbnail, it genuinely is reckless.
How is it reckless? You promoted a guy that I'm calling out in my video, and I reached out behind the scenes before it to warn you about the whole thing and give you a chance to address it. Instead, Cody's the one who doubled down not once, but twice now, claiming that everything is above board, and I have no evidence, except that he ignores all the evidence I do have. Now, I want to specifically also get into a stupid argument that he puts forward, where anytime he does get to something where he knows it looks bad or he knows he can't really address it, he just does the card of, oh, I don't really understand what I'm doing. I'm a newbie. It is also offshore, and it has no CEO listed, meaning we don't even know who owns it.
Starting to get into stuff that I actually have no clue. If you want to watch the video, you can and judge your own opinion. I don't know what an offshore brokerage is and what that implies.
It's just so silly for someone whose main point is there's no proof. When I provide proof, he goes, well, You can look it up. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know if it's bad to send money offshore.
Can't fully speak on that.
It's also banned from accepting U.S. investors.
Once again, this is getting into really like stuff I can't really speak on because I have no clue how it works. But he does mention like using this broker is sketchy because you have to use a VPN. I don't know if people know, but in most countries, like stuff like Instagram is illegal. Like you have to have a VPN to access Instagram from Russia, just so you know.
Oh my gosh, this guy it's so much like out of both sides of his mouth. On the one hand, he's like, oh, I don't know. Is this bad, guys? Is this bad to be an offshore broker? And then on the other hand, like, well, you guys know VPNing is like, it's really common, like Instagram, right? Guys, just so you know, the US protects people from Forex fraud all the time. And one of the classic ways to get into Forex fraud is to go offshore. There's no good reason as a American customer, you should be sending your money offshore.
Right. Then he tries to say that Alex.
Well, there is, and it's tax evasion, I guess. So that's the only thing. That's the whole offshoring that people know most of the time. It's either tax evasion or scams.
Right.
Which then evade taxes.
That's true. That's efficient. We should get into that.
Honestly.
Diversify.
Is promoting trading for minors. Now, this is getting into a part of the video where, like, I just don't know enough about trading. I guess there's a law that says you must... it says you must generally be 18 years or older to open a live trading account. To be honest, I don't know enough about trading.
Once again, the old, I don't know enough to actually talk about this. And then, of course, we'll get the double down.
He thought he would, like, pin me for something. He was like... Were you surprised to find out Alex promotes his course to minors who aren't even allowed to trade? I said... I don't know the implications of minors trading, but it sounds like an amazing idea. Like, I'm not sure how it could hurt to learn something new.
So yeah, Cody just doubles down. He's like, yeah, you thought I'd have a problem with minors day trading? Oh no, sir. I'm going to defend that too. Now, I do want to address that
Let's bring back child labor too. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, kids should be day trading. Let me teach the...
Learn something new in the mines, kids.
My new workshop, it's called Toddler Training Camp. And you're thinking, what are they going to learn how to do? Well, HVAC. Right. They're gonna learn how to weld. They're going to be CNC machinists, and of course, day traders and crypto scammers. I want to show you how this new crypto coin is gonna move. They're just doing like slide decks.
It's Farcoin.
It's Farcoin. Did you know Farcoin was started by a 3-year-old with angel investors?
WhistlinDiesel claims that if it could be proven that if Alex had done anything sketchy, he'd have no problem admitting he's wrong.
If it was proven that Alex had done something wrong, or especially illegal or scummy or scamming anyone, I have genuinely no problem deleting the video and making a statement that I don't stand behind that.
Oh, great. So he has no problem admitting he's wrong, admitting that he got behind someone that's bad. So we'll go through the rest of this video and see if we can find some of that. So we're going to return to Alex pushing offshore brokerages. He calls this a trusted broker. And then later we find out in the video that he doesn't know who the owner is. And WhistlinDiesel's response here is just unbelievable.
Who is the owner of LQH Markets? And he told me, quote, I'm not sure who is. Apparently his whole community is sending money offshore. He calls it trusted, but he doesn't know who owns it.
So here we just get a black screen response that says, yeah, because I look up the CEO of every company I buy from. But again, this is not companies. You're not buying a Capri Sun from this company. You're putting all your money there. I mean, this is like Forex trading platform. It's such a dumb argument. And not only do the customers not know where their money's going, the person promoting it, Alex, the guy you said that if you saw any hint of him scamming or doing something illegal or sketchy, you'd run away, you'd delete your video, right?
I have genuinely no problem deleting the video.
Well, here you are defending the fact we have no idea who owns this offshore brokerage that he's pushing people to, that he's claiming is trusted, he's putting his name behind.
And by the way, he's saying that because it's important for the fact that there's no culpability to a single person or entity, that when you do get scammed on these offshore platforms and stuff, it's not like to a single person or anything like that. No one gets in trouble, and you don't know who to be mad at really. And they do that on purpose because they're meant to deceive and to scam from the beginning. So like when they don't have like an open, like I'm the guy that owns the thing or whatever, that's not a good sign for the company generally. Right. Not to say every time, but generally. Especially in these kinds of things, I would say most.
He doesn't know who it is, and your response is, oh, companies I buy from, I don't care who owns it. Like, What? You put your money into random places where you don't know the owner and they could steal your money anytime? This is just such a pathetic argument. And again, I don't know why he's doubling down for Alex. I mean, the video mainly was about Alex. Cody's the guy who promoted him. Now, after getting called out by the entire comment section about not talking about Rocket 21, which is the prop firm that Alex owned while he was selling courses that was making money when people lost, he says, Coffeezilla references a prop firm, Rocket 21, at the end of his video, which at a point, Alex owned a portion of. He shows several bad reviews of people not getting their money. Alex doesn't even have ownership in the company anymore, and Coffee's pulling current reviews and pinning it on Alex, saying Alex is scamming people. Now, I shouldn't have to do this, but I'll go ahead and prove that they were getting bad reviews about payout problems while Alex was still promoting the company. Here's Alex streaming on October 9th, 2024. He mentions...
Just not that long ago either.
No.
It easily could be somebody doing bad reviews now that was referred by that guy.
Yeah.
That's... Also, I'm reading in FX 4X Alex G, I'm reading FAG in there. Just that's where my head went. Like,
Rocket 21.
We're going to
I'm not even trying
be
to be
giving
mean.
away 10 50K Rocket 21 challenges.
And here you can see several of the reviews. Scam prop firm, this platform, they closed my position and closed my challenge. They don't want to give my friend his 10K payout. Do not use, everyone has been waiting weeks on their payouts. Beware, a scam. I received a certificate of withdrawal but never got the funds. Stay away, they are not paying out. Stay away, quote, worst experience ever, hands down. Rocket 21 is a complete scam. So yeah, I just want to show that, like, obviously.
Nice.
Wait, just in defense of Rocket 21, they were replying to each one of those 1-star reviews saying, we are in fact not a scam. You can't get your money back, but go fuck yourself. Did you think the butt was going to be different? It was a continuation of the same point.
It's great customer service right there.
With a smile.
Not like the problem started
My
only
pleasure.
when Alex left. I also want to introduce new evidence, which, since WhistlinDiesel is so open-minded, hopefully he will change his mind.
I have genuinely no problem deleting the video and making a statement that I don't stand behind that.
And that is something called fan-funded. It has 45% 1-star ratings, and all of it is about people not being able to get payouts, it being a scam, being disappointed, they don't pay. And I'll give you one guess for who's behind that company. According to Steve Will Do It.
And so he has a company named FanFunded. FanFunded is really cool. I'm gonna give him the floor to show his company.
So basically we created FanFunded because it's a new way of sports betting.
Oh, it's Alex again behind FanFunded. Another don't use your own money platform, this time for sports betting. And shocker, once again, there are a bunch of complaints about people not getting their payouts. Gee, if only there were some proof of
I wonder how
Alex.
he affords his Bugatti.
Hard work, I think.
Dedication.
Yeah.
Just no excuses, that's how.
Lots of bootstraps.
G doing sketchy or shady things. By the way, this is just a side comment. I love how Steve Will Do It. You know, he's setting this up like, oh, this is my buddy. He's good people. And I'm expecting him to say, oh, everyone else offered me double what this guy offered me, but I chose to go with my buddy because he's such a good person. That's not quite what he says.
Him the floor to show his company because he's good people. Everybody else is offering me half of what he offered me, so thank you.
So yeah, Steve Will Do It just like, yeah, he offered me double what everyone else offered me. So I went with him. Yeah, I guess that's how promotions work. You just go with the guy giving you the most money.
That is kind of how promotions work.
Yeah.
To be honest, if someone, especially at that number, imagining what a Steve Will Do It kind of sponsorship garners, what kind of price point we're talking, if you double it, like, oh, instead of giving me $250,000 for this in-video promo, this is $500,000. Like, yeah, I might take the $500,000 without much look at where it's coming from. Like, did that come from the Chinese Communist Party? It might have. I don't know if the Russians are backing this podcast. They could be. But all I know is that goulash isn't that bad.
Right. $500,000's $500,000.
Now, maybe
This
FX
economy?
Alex G is going to say he divested from this company as well, in which case I have to say, oh, maybe you should find better business partners if all the people taking over your companies are scamming people according to your own customers. But on their Twitter account, the first page is about Alex G, of course. But then a lot of it is ironically basically the company mocking people who are trying to get a payout. Like, this is unbelievable. You know how sometimes
The thing said, "Pay me my money," and they did a reaction tweet to it.
companies do support on Twitter?
Thumbs down.
Well, this company, fan funded, its support is a little different. This guy says, "Pay me my money," and they make a GIF of somebody running out of the room. This guy says, "What kind of client service is this?" They say, "You know what, I don't care." This one says they requested a follow-up with their accounting team and they haven't responded to links, and they do a cry emoji. Maybe they're hacked. I don't fully know. All I have to say, if I had collaborated with the guy,
lose their life savings?
Oh, is someone gonna be dying on the streets soon? It's gonna be cold because it's winter time. December and homeless.
And we stole your money so you can't pay rent.
Oh, I got a Bugatti. It's so warm in Florida or Puerto Rico where I stole all your crypto money or whatever this was. Forex, my bad. I think the other one was sports betting. Oh, you degenerate gambler that spent all your money. Oh.
You know what? Good point. But
Wait, no. It's still not good.
who was described as that's his company that's posting that on Twitter, that their Trustpilot reviews are that they're not getting paid out, I'd be pretty concerned.
And yeah, this is them not getting paid out for winning, by the way. This isn't them just like losing all their money on bad bets. These are these people being correct.
that's just God punishing them for gambling.
God in his mysterious ways.
Exactly.
And sure, you can probably defend Alex for some of these. Maybe you give him the benefit of the doubt for some of this stuff. But how long, how many things do we have to go through? We got Rocket 21, LQH Markets. Now we got fan funded. How many of these do we have to go through before you think, maybe there's a problem here? Maybe there's a common thread. It's just so crazy to me that he made a 40-minute video, took me out of context that I called him a scammer when I didn't. I was just criticizing for him for something that I approached him behind the scenes for first. He didn't take the video down, so I made my video. He didn't include my proof, and then goes to bat for Alex for all these things that he admits he knows nothing about. But ironically, he takes me to task for exactly that. He claims that anyone with a big platform should not be able to just say things without doing due diligence.
Like, you cannot go unchecked with a microphone. People have to do their due diligence with a big audience.
Oh, the irony. WhistlinDiesel says you got to be careful with what you say on a mic when you have a big platform, because it
That
might
level
lead
of
to some
disconnect
negative.
is crazy.
It's poetic irony. The fact that he's saying that into a microphone, saying something about podcast equipment is like how we should get rid of podcast equipment because all these people with podcasts. Then he's just absolutely just as dumb as a fucking pile of rocks.
Admits he's dumb as a pile of rocks and then proceeds to be just adamant about these piles of rocks that he knows nothing about. It's crazy.
Outcomes. What could those be? He also claims, sort of hilariously, that podcasts should be regulated.
Yeah, that.
I mean, this is the guy who loves Andrew Tate, is always telling people, "Oh,
Really?
I lost respect for him for liking Andrew Tate. I had no idea.
That sucks.
are you offended?" But the second that I give him the slightest bit of pushback, all of a sudden we have to regulate microphones.
And they got to put, like, they talk about putting regulations on podcast equipment. I mean, I feel like there needs to be some sort of regulation for people that, like, you cannot go unchecked with a microphone.
By the way, so this all this to be said, he can Coffeezilla could be sued if he wants to, but Coffeezilla likely, or I'd say probably, it might be hard for him to get, but it's called errors and omissions insurance, and it's basically for like bigger broadcast people. In case they get sued, they have an insurance to like pay a lawyer for like the defamation or something like that. So even if he wanted to, it would just probably end up costing WhistlinDiesel a ton of money to try to sue, which he might be dumb enough to do. He might.
Right, totally. It seems like it. Like, right?
Right.
He seems like unhinged.
Let's talk more about unhinged with the influencers? Is that what this is?
Unhinge my jaw over. Never mind.
Over what? Over a fat, juicy whistling diesel?
No, not a penis. Yeah, U.S. teen influencer has been stranded in the Chilean Antarctic since landing without permission. Apparently, he was trying to raise money for cancer. So, speaking of acts of God, I just love the idea of God being like, yeah, strikes him out of the air.
Thanks for listening to the All Serious Subjects podcast. If this got you going, got you off, or even thinking, hit the like button, share it, subscribe. Drop a comment down below if you want us to talk about something. We're listening. Stay tuned, and we'll be here. Until next time. Bye.